Yes guys, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different to what we normally do. Now you normally see me with a little GoPro on my head running as fast as I can, but today I'm gonna try and rate everything in running from this year, 2025. I'm gonna give my opinion on it and I'm gonna rate it. So how this video is gonna work, I have a list of things that I've not seen on my phone and I'm gonna open them one by one and I'm gonna rate them. Now the categories are, starting with the very best category, that is the world class category. Below that, we've got elite, below that is sub-elite, and then we've got vanilla. Now vanilla's like, the jury's out, not sure, it's a bit average. And then below that, we've got the worst category, which is honking. Now you don't wanna be in honking. So we're gonna cover everything from people to brands, things that happen in a race to, I don't know, any bits of technology. Now I know Philly's done a video like this already and it is absolutely banging, so check that out. So I'm doing a similar-ish sort of thing, but put my own spin on it. Oh, a little bit nervous about this one. All right, let's start with it. Okay, so just gonna open up first on the list. Okay, first one. Right. Now, I'm not on this app, and I'm probably one of the only runners that isn't on this app. So the first one we're gonna do is Strava. Everyone loves Strava, right? Everyone loves it. Not me. I don't like it. I don't rate it. I'm gonna explain why I'm putting this one in the honking category. There's a few reasons why I actually don't like Strava. So you go for a run, right, with your friends or whatever it is, on a nice long run. You have an unreal time. Everyone's buzzing. You finish your long run. You go for a drink somewhere. You have your drink and you sat down, and instead of talking about things, talking about running, about interesting things, everyone is sat there thinking about a Strava caption. Like, who cares? Boring. Another thing I don't like about Strava, right? I've seen everyone do this. Of like screenshots on Instagram stories or whatever. People put a caption straight away as to a reason why they didn't just run a PB. Like, windy one out there today, or legs were feeling tired. Another thing I really dislike about Strava, and this is like a massive bugbear, you see people at races, they stop their watches because they want to get the exact race distance for the Strava segment. Like, a race distance is measured properly. Like, don't care about a Strava distance. So if you're still watching, like, yeah, we've got a few more of these to get through, but for me, Strava, no go. No go, honking category straight away. The second one is, it's getting worse. Second one is pure sport. I'm not a scientific expert, but surely if pure sport was as good as they make it out to be, then like the absolute elites of this world would be on it. Do you know what I mean? Like, surely if it was as good as they say it is, Kipchoge's gonna be like there dossing about with pure sport everywhere, or like Inga Britson's gonna be using it. Like, a lot of it is about using CBD oil, and there's genuinely like no clear research to say that it actually reduces inflammation. If you really wanted CBD oil, go to Holland and Barrett or something. There's like so many more cheaper alternatives, like, but for the price they charge as well.
Christ no, we're not made of money.
Not for me, no, I'm not putting it in the honking, I'm gonna put it in the vanilla category. It's just not a great start, is it? Ugh. All right, the third one, okay. Oh, now I like this one. It's matching shoes and socks. Now I do this a lot and I think this is actually pretty trendy. I get criticized a lot by it, but I think people just lack a little bit of fashion sense. Let's go sub-elite for that one. Like, it's not absolute like prime heritage, is it? The next one is pausing your watch when you're at the traffic lights. I don't know why people actually do this. Like, what is the benefit of stopping your watch when you're at the traffic lights? Like, what difference does pausing your watch for that time make? Like, it might drop your overall time by like 2 seconds per km at most. Fair enough if you're standing around for 2 or 3 minutes, that's fine, but I don't understand why people do this. So yeah, I'm gonna put stopping your watch at traffic lights. That for me is going and honking. Okay, so the next one is, ooh, this is a good one. All right, this is quite funny actually. So Ben Parks.
Hello everybody and welcome back.
Okay, if you don't know who Ben Parks is, he is a YouTuber. He's a British YouTuber and he covers everything to do with running. I've never actually met this guy, but what a legend he is. What a nice guy. And he promotes so many good things in running. Like, he does reviews on running trainers and he spends all his own money on it. He's not affiliated or sponsored by anyone. He spent like 10 grand last year on running shoes. Do you know what? I'll tell you what, Ben, you're going in the world class category. I like you, Ben Parks, a lot. Ooh, now we're going into something that is quite topical, and that is bicarb. I actually started using bicarb recently. I've got no idea if it works or not. All I know is I get a PB every time I use it. So yeah, for me, I'm gonna put that in the world class category. Nah, I can't put it in world class, no. I'm gonna put that one in the sub-elite category. I think there's a little bit of work to be done to prove that it actually makes a difference. Is it actually having an effect on me, or is it just a placebo? It tastes absolute jank. That is why it's not going in the world class or elite category. Next up, we've got max stack height and carbon plates. I feel like when you do these separately, they're like completely different. Let's start with the max cushion shoes. I love a max cushion shoe. That's going straight in the elite category. Everyone's kicking off saying, oh, in my day, I wore flats. Max cushion shoes, they help you out massively. Why wouldn't you wear them? Thought they were coming for me. Arresting me for my controversial opinions. So let's go on to carbon plated shoes. Carbon plated shoes, they're gonna go in the elite category. Like, you can't deny carbon plated shoes are absolutely sick. You know those videos where you see people like putting a pair of non-carbon shoes, springing them, and they bounce up, they go like nowhere, and then you put the carbon plated shoes and go poof like that. Yeah, they're unreal. And when you put them on your feet as well, you just run like an absolute cheetah. It's gonna take like a minute or 2 minutes off your time over like a marathon distance. Like for me, let's go in the elite category. Oh, I tell you what, Ben Parks, you've got some company. Park Run. Actually, no, I'm gonna change that. Park Run is actually gonna go in the elite category, not the world class category, right? They made changes a few years ago to Park Run, and they took away course records. For me, I think Park Run is one of the best things in this running world. The amount of people that turn up to a Saturday Park Run with different backgrounds, different stories, whatever it is, like Park Run does so much for the running community. Park Run, that is going in the elite category. I'm taking away the world class status though, because I genuinely love the idea of a course record. Shaving your legs for a race, absolutely ridiculous. It is not gonna make you any quicker. I know a lot of triathletes do this. Fair enough if like it helps with a wetsuit getting on, but if you're a runner and you're shaving your legs, it makes literally no difference whatsoever. That's going in the honking category. Ooh, run clubs. What do I think about run clubs? I'm gonna go vanilla, right? And there's a few reasons why. OG run clubs were like legit for the pure-hearted runners, like for people that just wanted to get into running, make friends, and I absolutely thought they were like the best thing. Like, we're not talking about like running clubs as such, team with like vests, etc. I'm talking about like Saturday morning run clubs, coffee run clubs. The new version of run clubs. It's becoming like a bit of a showy, Instagrammy. It's almost like a dating app for like runners. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like running is the main thing there. Like, yeah, it's good, and I'm not slagging it off and stuff, but I'm gonna say vanilla because, well, it's just not for me. I think they have uses, but I'm gonna get absolutely murdered for this. But yeah, that's in vanilla for me. It's not, you know, vanilla. Run streaks, really utterly ridiculous.
This class is ridiculous.
I mean, that is going straight to the bottom of honking. They're proving nothing other than the fact that you're stubborn, and they're not gonna make you better at running because you run every single day. How about take a rest day and improve the quality of your training and become a better runner that way? It's like snap scores or whatever it was on Snapchat. Like, who actually cares if you've been running for 13,500 days or whatever it is? It's not that impressive. What's impressive is training towards a goal. Straight into honking. This is going straight in the honking, running past smokers. This is one of my pet peeves when you're running. You've got a decent pace on, and then you have to go through like a corridor of people, and there's just like people smoking in your face, or you run past smoke and you have to inhale it in.
Just us here, smoking a foul doobie.
If I really wanted to inhale smoke or make it harder for me to run, I'd go do some altitude training. Like, I don't want this in the middle of the city when I'm running around. So yeah, that can get in the bin. It stinks and it's horrible. It makes you feel like, I try to hold my breath. Like, if I see someone smoking, I genuinely hold my breath. And that's pretty hard when you're running like a tempo pace sometimes. But yeah, Running past smokers, that is going straight into honking. Runner, I don't necessarily know too much about this, but there is a massive buzz at the minute about runner. I think this is AI done. I kind of see a lot of people who have taken Couch to 5K and want that sort of next step without committing fully into a coach, have taken runner. Now, I'm a little bit skeptical with the AI side of things, and I have heard a few things that the intensity does ramp up quite quickly, but I think for that sort of like middle ground between that Couch to 5K and being coach full time, I actually think there's a fair bit in this. I'm gonna put it in sub-elite. I think there's definitely some good things about it, but I'm still a little bit skeptical about a few things. Waving to other runners when you are running. That is 100% me. Well, I don't wave, I always smile and say hello. This has got to go into the elite category. It's like friendliness, like we have like a code as runners that we need to say hello to people. Reassure other runners that like we're not some sort of psychopath that's just out for a run. Although, I tell you what, I was in London, my God, no one says hello and waves. Christ, everyone's so miserable, like cheer up London, seriously. That's going into the elite category. Oh my word. Right, okay, there should be a list below honking, and it should be specifically for this, and that is dead turns. You know what I mean by dead turns? Like when you're in a race, you've got to go like around one of them 180-degree hairpins. Find a different way of creating the course better. When you're running, the last thing you want to do is stop and then start straight away. I'm convinced you lose like 5 seconds. And why is it whenever you go round one, your legs just go to sleep straight away and they can't work again?
Oh my God.
There's a race I do every year called the Telford 10K, and like it is absolutely rapid. The people that go there, there's like an Olympian there this year, and like a 10K time of like 28 minutes, something stupid, but they got a dead turn in a race like that. Honking, absolute honking, get rid of them, in the bin. Trail running. Now, a lot of road runners really don't like trail running, but trail running's actually pretty sick, you know? Like I've started doing more, not necessarily trails, but just up hills and stuff. We have trails near us, and yeah, they're actually decent. But I tell you what ruins it for trails. It's like being a vegan. Like vegans are ruined by people that just throw being a vegan in your face. Like UTMB and all stuff like that. Like, yeah, fine, if you're into it, that's cool. I'm gonna put that in the vanilla because I like it. I do like it, but I'm just put off by people that just force it down your throat. All right, this is a good one. Running vest. All right, when you see someone out for a nice little trot and they've got a massive camelback having sips of water, that's pointless, but this is not what this is about. Running vests are actually not a bad thing, especially for like safety. If you want to take your phone with you, that's cool. They're okay, I'm all right with them. I don't personally wear them, but I see the benefits of them. I'll put them in the elite category. Wearing new shoes for each race, yeah, that's ridiculous. You don't need to wear a brand new pair of shoes each and every race. I'm pretty sure shoes can like last nowadays fresh for like 150K. That is a lot of racing. I don't think you need a new pair of shoes that often, to be honest with you. Like fair enough training you get through loads, but when you're racing, you just don't need to be splashing out a new pair of shoes. If you're sponsored or if you're like a professional, fair enough, but realistically, yeah, we don't need doing that. I'm gonna put wearing new shoes for a new race. I'm gonna put that in vanilla because look, if I can afford it, don't get me wrong, I'd do it, but it's just not gonna make the difference. You're just covering over cracks, really. If you think that's what the difference is gonna be, then you probably need to assess where you're at with your running. Ice baths. Oh, they're good. They are honestly, ice baths. What a waste of time. And the thing is, everyone that takes an ice bath, you know they've taken an ice bath because they put it on their Instagram story or they've texted you and told you they've just had an ice bath. You've spent all that time getting ready for an ice bath, faffing around to literally sit in an ice bath for a minute. It's not gonna make any bit of difference. And yeah, you can try and tell me it does, but realistically, what does it actually do? Like, there's not much science behind it either. Like, it's really not that great. So yeah, ice bath for me. I'll put them in vanilla just in case I am wrong. I'd rather a nice hot shower. No way am I getting an ice bath, no way at all. I appreciate you sitting through that absolute suffering. No one will want to speak to me again. I totally get that, but like I say, that is my opinion, and I appreciate if your opinion is different. Leave a comment if you think something is absolutely ridiculous and I'm absolutely talking out my backside. Let me know. But yeah, that was just a bit of fun, and I will see you probably next time with a GoPro on my head, and I will not be allowed to talk because I'm talking absolute dribble. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.